Hello and welcome to the Bravas holiday podcast. At this time of year, whether it's the 12 days of Christmas, the 8 days of Hanukkah, whatever the way you celebrate, there are lots of people all over the world giving gifts. So in Bravas format, we thought we would suggest some gifts. But we're going to do it from the relatively sensible to the completely insane. So over the next sort of 12 episodes, you're going to hear starting at 1,000 and going up to 750,000. By the way, if you know someone in your life that needs a $750,000 gift, please send them our email and we'll be happy to help them facilitate that. And we'll offer you some crazy ideas. We're going to start in a relatively simple place, Keith, with the Samsung Freestyle, which you can get for under $1,000 here. That says about 880. What is a Samsung Freestyle?
Yeah, so the Samsung Freestyle is just a small portable projector. It's kind of Coke can sized video projector. One of our guys, Jeff, said he has one. He took it to a party and sold like 5 of them right away because people just see it and they want it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Actually has a battery that goes with it, so it's completely portable. It actually works really well. They're a super hit, right? It's not going to be awesome for the middle of the day outside, but it's actually something that you can use outside. You can use inside in a dimly lit room, or more towards like the dusk or evening time frame. But they're amazing, really cool technology product, and people tend to love them once they've got them.
Okay, Keith, why don't you do the number 2?
Yeah, so number 2 is kind of in the same vein. It's the LG StandByMe GO, which is a really confusing name, but essentially LG managed to put a 27-inch flat screen TV into a briefcase. So you can take it anywhere. You can have TV at a picnic, tailgate, kind of like that projector, but probably better for the middle of the day.
Solves the problem for a beautiful image in the middle of an afternoon. Take it to your sporting event, I guess, if you want to, for your kids, or just hanging outside and not having to be tethered to a wall or cables or any of that kind of stuff. All battery powered, completely portable, really cool technology.
Yeah,
and obviously named by somebody who is a fan of 80s movies. So Rob Reiner, Stand By Me.
yeah.
If you've never seen that, that's one your children or you may enjoy if you like 80s 80 movies. And so you could watch Stand By Me on your Stand By Me Go.
So I didn't say the price on that one, but I think it's about $1,200. And I will say I saw this at CEDIA and I thought it was the dumbest idea in the world. And about 10 minutes later, I was still looking at it. Like, it's phenomenal. It's one of those things you kind of want to laugh at, but if you had it, you would use it. It's great.
Even if you didn't want to use the briefcase, they actually make this really cool like pedestal stand thing that comes out of it. And it's also touchscreen. So you can do like games and different things off of it. And it's pretty cool technology.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Okay, Kevin, why don't you do number 3?
All right. Third thing we're going to talk about are some B&W incredible headphones, the PX8s. I actually own a pair of these. And I love them. They're amazing, right? These are things that I actually look forward to traveling and being on a plane so I can put these things on so I don't hear the people around me. They're amazing. Great technology.
Yeah, and I would point out that at least the set that I got a picture of were Lando Norris number 4 McLaren ones. So I don't want to start a fight because I know not everybody is a fan of Lando Norris and McLaren. But I don't know, his and hers, you can look like members of the team on the aircraft, and they're just a fabulous sound. So it seems like a great gift. I think, Keith, you're not a Lando fan, but you really want these 2, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I don't know that I want the McLaren version in kind of the black and orange, but every other color option they have is really beautiful. They're made out of really high quality materials. And, other than this, your really popular options for these noise canceling wireless headphones are Sony and Bose, which are nice. Yeah, your AirPod Pros. I mean, that's what I use. This is like the next level, like high quality, great audio, but also just like looks and feels like a quality product. And they're about $700 to $800, depending on if you need the McLaren version. And so, a pair of those for $1,400-1,500. That way your wife won't be jealous or your husband won't be jealous when you're on a plane. So I think that's the way to go.
Okay, number 4, if you have $2,500 to spend, then you've got to fix the sound you're listening to from that lovely television you bought last year. You forgot to buy the soundbar, so it's time to buy the soundbar for about $2,500, and you can spend a lot more, and we're happy to help you do that. But for about $2,500, you're really going to get a great soundbar with a good sound system in it, with the right number of speakers that actually fits and looks like it fits with your television. And that's the other thing. It's just not another box sitting on a table that's not connected, because that design element is, I think, Keith, pretty key.
Yeah, TVs are getting prettier and prettier and smaller and smaller and slimmer, and they actually look good on the wall now. And so adding sound to that is harder because sound bars have not caught up for the most part. If you go to a big box retail store and you buy a sound bar, it is going to be cheap plastic that probably doesn't sound any better than the speakers built into a TV 10 or 15 years ago. These are custom made aircraft aluminum, fit to the size of the specific TV that you own, and powered by really nice amplifiers. I mean, it is a great sound system that just happens to fit on your TV.
Sounds great. Looks amazing.
Yeah. Sells itself.
Okay, good. Next up at number 5 is Keith.
Oh, yeah. Next up at number 5 is the Fullswing Kit launch monitor. So I'm sure there are a lot of people right now that just glazed over when they heard that name. But the Kit is it's a launch monitor. So something used for golfers to improve their game and track their swing. And it's based on essentially an idea of a device called TrackMan. So the TrackMan 4 is a launch monitor used all over the PGA Tour, but they cost about $25,000. The kit does 90% of what the TrackMan does, really high quality. It actually has some features that I think are better than the TrackMan for $5,000. So if you have someone in your life that loves golf or just wants to get better at golf, wishes they loved it, it's just a really cool way to improve your game. And it's just this little portable, simple device about the size of an iPad that you set it behind you, you swing, it records your swings with video, it tracks all of the data and just allows you to improve your game. Really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. And endorsed by the likes of Tiger Woods and other great golfers. And it's just an incredible piece of technology. As you mentioned, you can take it to the golf range with you, take it out, you can hit into a net in your backyard and it'll analyze what you're doing and help you figure out how to become better. It's amazing. Good piece of technology.
Yeah. I think if it's good enough for Tiger, it'll probably work for me.
I can talk about almost any subject for any length of time and try and sound intelligent, except for golf. I have nothing to say. Okay. Next up, Kevin, is number 6.
Kaleidescape, right? How do we make your movie experience better? Kaleidescape comes in, right? It's a design technology that's made to enhance the video and audio quality of all the movies, all the things you're already watching. You just get to experience them better. Better quality images, better quality sound, and a better environment with a better interface to be able to use it. It's an incredible technology.
I watched Top Gun, start of Top Gun, the original Top Gun, not the new one, at a demo facility, and what it was the Sonance Briefing Center, I think it was, and they said, "Hey, listen to this," and they completely re-engineered the sound of that. So there's a whole new soundtrack, whole new effects. So even some of your favorite movies sound different, look different on Kaleidescape. It's an amazing interface. It's an incredible sound. If you've got a home theater and you're watching stuff on Apple TV, you are missing a lot.
Yeah, I find finding a movie or choosing a movie when you're trying to stream something a stressful experience. You're jumping from, device to device or store to store, and it's kind of hard to know like what's free, what am I paying for, what do I want? Kaleidescape makes it easy and fun. I love that interface, and you're right, it sounds and looks better. It's just fun to use.
So $10,000 sounds like a lot of money for a gift. It is a lot of money for a gift. But if you've got a great home theater, then it's really one of the core things you should have in that home theater. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. So make sure your garbage is good quality garbage. Okay.
Who could put a value on family time?
Say again?
And who could put a value on family time? Like
nobody can put a value on family time, which is why at number 7, should you have $25,000 to spend, we can upgrade a very simple theater to have full Atmos sound for about $25,000. Now, we'd also could sell you one for $250,000. I said pounds, I meant dollars. But probably pounds as well. But for $25,000, we can put a really fairly decent Atmos system. And so many of the great movies we're watching, even those released onto the streamers. They've thought about the 3D sound. They thought about where they want the objects. If you're a Marvel fan or you like war movies, you need to listen to this at home with the right sound system. Keith, are you installing an Atmos this Christmas?
I am not yet installing an Atmos system, but I am ready for one. Yeah, I have a theater. I love it. Adding that 3D sound to it will make a big difference. And I think when I'm not, just stepping over little children every day, that will be one of the first upgrades I make.
Yeah, well, for your little children, all the great animation films are now mastered with Atmos quality in them, so you can start to set the stage for great sound, even for little Disney movies as they come out of them.
I'm sure
You're right.
Aristocats will be a different experience in Atmos.
That's right, Blippi and Atmos. Yes, so absolutely, Atmos is here, right? Everything new that we're doing moving forward with clients, definitely going Atmos direction. Let's take the existing theaters that are out there, bring them up to current. It works for everything, even from football games through regular sitcoms to different, Netflix streaming series and stuff like that. It really does make a huge difference. Basically, 2-dimensional audio to 3-dimensional audio. Remarkable how good that technology has become.
Okay, Keith, take us to number 8.
Yeah, so number 8 is SimCraft racing simulators. So this is something that I don't know if you'd asked me a year ago if we would be selling, but we saw SimCraft at a trade show and we're just blown away. So these are racing simulators that allow you to, enjoy all your favorite Formula One tracks, but they are full motion. So they rotate in, I think, 6 different axes and make it feel like you're really there. And one of the stories from SimCraft was that some of their actual Formula One drivers were using other racing simulators and after just a few minutes would feel sick and literally couldn't get enough practice in because they felt terrible. And somehow SimCraft has made the motion in there so realistic that these guys can go drive 8 hours in a SimCraft simulator and feel great. So just kind of a really professional, unique version of that for anybody that wants to enjoy trying to race in their house.
It's remarkable, right? So, Nigel, you don't know much about golf. I almost know nothing about racing. But what I can tell you is I've seen those. I've experienced these simulators, and SimCraft is incredible. The screens they wrap around you, you feel like you're in the car. It moves up and down. It vibrates on the road. It's unbelievable what they've created and the engineering that goes into that and how amazing and lifelike they are.
Yeah.
In Texas in the winter time, we go out. In the summer, we hibernate. So we know the opposite is true in places like Minnesota. Mm-hmm. So when you're hibernating and you want to go driving, it's not always easy because some of that ice and snow or some of that heat is very unpleasant. There cannot be anything more enjoyable than putting your Lando Norris number 4 t-shirt on, going into your basement, going into your garage, going into your spare bedroom, and getting into a SimCraft simulator and doing a few laps of a Formula One track and feel like a real F1 driver. So that if it's a dark winter or a hot summer, what a great way to pass a few hours. And you will be very popular in your neighborhood if you can put one of these in, and we would love to help you install that.
Yeah.
Let's go a little bit further, Kevin. If a racing simulator isn't enough, for $75,000, what could they have?
Yeah, so not just a race car, but now we can take a whole room and we can turn it into a golf course, right? Full-swing simulator. Being able to take a space and make you feel like you're actually playing a course. You get a tee pad to hit off of. You can chip, you can putt, you can even play other games off of it, right? It can be soccer or baseball or football. Amazing things that can go through it. Full-swing golf simulators, incredible. Great fun for a whole family, and certainly the best golf simulator that's on the market.
Yeah, I think you're right. It is great fun for the entire family. We've seen these simulators where every time you go to the client's house, there's just soccer balls piled up or the guns. I mean, there's shooting games you can play. So they're really, really fun. But I will also add that if someone actually wants to improve at golf, like dramatically improve at golf, Fullswing has the virtual putting green. So that's also around $70,000, but it is a virtual putting green that can actually move and change change the pitch of the course, and then actually map out where your putts would go, so somebody can actually practice the hardest part of the game. So we kind of have the family friendly version, and also this, if you really want to get better at home when the weather's bad, we got you.
That's right.
You
Which
know, they
happens
say
to
it
be
takes,
August here in Texas.
they say it takes about 10,000 hours to get really good at something. And if the golf course is a distance away, or even if it's just at the other end of the road, you don't always get time for the 10,000 hours. Let us bring the golf course to you. So you can go into your basement, knock a few balls around for half an hour, because you can get rid of those 10,000 hours at half an hour at a time. How about that? And it's really all yours for a meager $75,000. We're going to take a jump now to number 10 on our list, and this jump takes us to $250,000. And I would say you can start this at $2,500 as well. But if you really did have $250,000 and you wanted to go crazy, a 2-channel audio system would be a great way to do it, because you will hear things in your music you've never heard before. We at home we have one nearer the $2,500 than $250,000, and sometimes we just sit and listen to the music, and it's an amazing thing. There's so much music in our life that we've lost because it's become background. To get it back is a great feeling, isn't it, Keith?
Yeah, well, you said something really important there, which is you said you sit and enjoy the music, right? You don't enjoy your system. You don't enjoy the speakers or the electronics. You're really enjoying the music, because a great system is going to kind of remove itself and like put you in the music, like you're in the concert or sitting at a symphony. You get to feel it and experience it, not just listen to it. So yeah, I think it's a great use of funds.
Not only that, music is incredibly emotional, right? It harkens us back to the different times of our lives. Different songs will remind us of stuff. And so not only are you listening to this amazing music, experiencing that, but you get to relive your memories and what that music meant to you along with your life in a way that is perfect. It can be as close to perfect as possible. Truly great 2-channel audio systems are unbelievable.
Okay, Keith, let's 2 from home, number 11. What are you going to do with $500,000?
So I don't know that I'll be doing this, but if I had the means, I definitely would. But this is a CinemaTech Dream Theater package. So CinemaTech is a company that makes both acoustic treatments and kind of decorative treatments for theaters, but also brings in really, really high quality, both I think American and German made theater furniture. So we would build you a phenomenally beautiful, great sounding theater with the best electronics and speakers and screen and projector that is fully designed and engineered for your space.
Absolutely. Yeah. So starts from kind of an empty box through complete finishes. They will work with you to help you figure out what the right look, the right design method is. I've seen things from like an underground mine to spaceship kind of looking theaters. They really can build anything that's available to it. They'll help you explore what those options look like. They have an incredible array of inspiration photos and different ways that they can go about doing it. But they not only look at like what it takes to build the room itself from a functional standpoint and help you design that, through the technology implementation of it, through the cosmetic and the look of it when it's at the end. It truly is kind of an end-to-end solution of making sure that you have this unbelievable room with an unbelievable experience all the way through.
Let me just say one thing. Starship Enterprise. I would like, now, which one of the Starship Enterprise bridges is, of course, a very difficult political conversation we can't have. But I would like my home theater to look like the Starship Enterprise from Next Generation. If that's what you want, we can do that.
Yes.
If we can see a picture of it, we can turn it into a home theater. They don't all have to look like Art Deco movie theaters. We can go crazy. And I think we would love to do that for you. All right, top of the list. Kevin, we're going to give you the final one for $750,000. What are you going to put in?
A satellite TV, right? Well, yes and no. But basically, it's a TV that will rise out of the ground in your backyard, fold open like a satellite does, and you will have this incredible 200-inch outdoor TV that is full bright color, full high definition, amazing audio quality, amazing video quality. It actually moves around, so you can view it from different areas of your on your property, and it's just an unbelievable experience. The CC 201-inch in-ground TV.
I think if I ever wanted to claim to be a Bond villain, this is what I would have to have in my garden or in my grounds, because I think this would separate you from the non-Bond villain. That when you watch the destruction of the world that you're about to, for reasons that are never very clear, and exert people on, you're going to want to watch this on a sea seat, in your garden, in the deck chair, by the pool, in stunning sound and video. So, and by the way, I think they make bigger ones as well. So if this is too small, we'd be happy to try and fit the right one. Keith, would a CC 200-inch fit in your garden?
I don't think it would, but it definitely would not. It would not fit in with the aesthetics of our entire neighborhood. But yeah, I'd love to have one. And this is one of those things that until you see it in person, you assume that it's just make believe. But this is something that we've now sold. Then we have clients buying these. They're fantastic, and there is no. If you're going to try and treat yourself with a gift, I don't think you can pick something technology related that's more unique than this.
The good news is, Keith, they actually make a smaller size too. So if the 200-inch is too large,
I'll get that one.
We'll bring it down a size. That's right.
Perfect.
So we're really sure not everybody has $750,000 to spend on family and gifts this holiday season, and of course, it's more important you spend time with your family and with your friends to enjoy the season, to take time to relax. Whether you're one of our clients, one of our team members, or from everybody at Bravas, we wish you a peaceful, a happy holiday. And if there's anything we can do to help make that happen for you, let us know. Thank you.